Well, hello again, you all. Welcome to my home. My name is Jay, and welcome to Sunday afternoon. This video started as a let's get really detailed and deep clean my house, even though it looks clean, and morph into a wow, it's Sunday afternoon and I still feel kind of sick, but I gotta get off my butt and do something, so I start the week off right. So there's still plenty of motivating cleaning going on in this video, just not as much as I intended. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to go ahead and open up these blinds to get some light in here because I felt like I was hibernating, and this nice big pincher bug, that's what we used to call him growing up, was there to greet me. So I got out my vacuum and just made sure to get up any other creepy crawlies that were in that rail. Plenty of dead spiders in there for me to vacuum up. And while I was down there, I took a look at my fireplace and saw tons and tons of dead bugs on there. And I decided to vacuum that as well. So just because you may see somebody's house and you're like, wow, she doesn't have any kids, her house looks really clean, do not be fooled. Do not be fooled, my friends. It was a mess in here. To clean the fireplace tiles, I'm using the Caldrea room spray in Tangelo Palm Frond. It's a surface spray rather for your countertops, and it's only really good if the surface is not that dirty. So if you have a very greasy kitchen countertops, stove tops, I would not recommend this. But if you have something like a fireplace where the only thing that really touches it are bug carcasses, it does pretty well at that. And while we're here, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Jay. I'm in my 30s. I live in Maryland, and I do own this home. And here on my channel, I just try and make some motivating cleaning content because that's the type of thing I love to watch on YouTube. So I figured, why not make some of my own? And I'm also hoping to get into some home projects, but it is quite overwhelming trying to get all the things done to this house that I want to get done by myself with my one income in my two hands. So I'm just doing the best that I can. And this is an older home. It's 4 bedrooms and it's from the early 1960s. So I have a lot of projects on the horizon, hopefully. One of the projects for the house that I did a few months ago was paint this fireplace tile. And here I got some white paint on the grates. So I finally tried to get some Goo Gone and get that white paint off, and you'll see the lovely results. It did not remove the paint, which is fine. I done my best, right? Ta-da! But I'm happy that the tiles are no longer salmon pink. We had a lot of pink going on in this house. Pink and matching green, southwestern bordered wallpaper, a blue bathroom. It was a lot going on, which is why I hope you understand that I have a lot more I want to do, but I'm very happy with the state of my house right now, except when it looks like this. You may be wondering why there's an oven mitt with a scorch mark on the table. Well, it's scorched probably because I'm careless, but it was on the table because I was sick. This was on Sunday when I'm filming this video, and on Saturday, I don't know what happened, but I woke up early. I was feeling really good. It was cool outside, like early 60s or low 60s, so I went for a run. Come in from the run, I'm feeling good. I eat breakfast, I go out to Home Goods to get some stuff from my bedroom because I'm trying to do a bedroom makeover, and I start to feel really shaky. So I'm like, I wasn't that far from home. I'm like, you know what, something feels weird, let me go home. I get home immediately vomiting so hard all day. I was sick all day. It was the kind of sick where, you're making deals with God, like, I've never felt like this. I can't go on like this. Please, please save me. I don't know what it's like to not feel sick. It was one of those. I was feeling very horrible and sorry for myself. So that was all day Saturday. Sunday in the morning, I had woken up, felt a little better, but I decided to go out and get some pho. So I had some chicken pho, and when I brought it home, I just did a pickup order at a local place. I heated up the broth because I like really hot food, and so I used the oven mitt to bring it on to the couch and sit it down. And then that was the last of my little sickness pity party, and I looked around and I said, wow, you have not done anything all weekend. I just lost the whole weekend, so I decided to get up and clean what I could. And looking at the video, I actually got done a lot. Believe it or not, I wanted to get done a whole lot more, but I was just doing the best I can. And I was feeling pretty good at this point. Not 100%, but much, much better. Blue thing I'm cleaning, it's a cold compress that you buy for migraines. I do suffer from migraine headaches, and I had one when I was feeling really sick the day before. And then here I'm just using the Tide fabric spray to disinfect the pillows and the couch. And when you're using stuff like this, make sure you read the directions, but this one I believe you have to leave the surface wet for 5 minutes. And I love this spray. It has a very, very strong mist. That's why I can stand back so far. It has a good range, but it is very, very heavily scented. And I like the way Tide smells, but holy moly, it's very heavily scented. And I made sure to spray the back of the couch because that's usually where I like to sit my big old booty and watch TV, just plopped on the back of the couch. But yeah, if you buy this stuff, I purchased mine, I believe, at Target a while ago. Just make sure that you like the smell of Tide. This little cube unit is from IKEA. I believe they make something similar nowadays. It may have a different name, but they still make these cube organizers, and I really, really like the color of this one. I have 3 of these, I believe, in different sizes along my home, but I do think the ones from IKEA are the best quality as opposed to the ones from Target or Walmart. They are more expensive, but I just really, really like them. And they look a little bit more elevated for IKEA furniture. Not that I'm against IKEA furniture. Your girl is an IKEA queen, okay? To vacuum, I'm using my Dyson as opposed to the plug-in vacuum that I usually use that's bigger. The Dyson still gets the job done. I'm always afraid it'll die on me, but it didn't. And it was just way easier to maneuver around, so I wanted to use something lighter this day just to make it as easy on myself as I possibly could. I definitely think Dyson vacuums are worth it. I buy all of my Dyson products refurbished, like the hairdryer I bought. I have 2 vacuums, and I buy them all from Dyson's website, the refurbished section. There's a new Shark vacuum. Jamie's Journey recommended it, and it has 2 different brush heads. I know, exciting vacuums, right? And it looks incredible. I love Shark products, and it looks so good. I just cannot justify it. If I can get it under $400, maybe, and I trust Jamie's Journey, and she also recommended Vacuum Wars, a channel that I also watch, but I just can't. I can't have 4 vacuums. That's ridiculous, right? Tell me I'm being ridiculous. Please tell me. Now that we finished with the vacuum, I wanted to show you my wax melts. I know my name is Jay's Scented Home because my Instagram is dedicated to home fragrance, but here's where I keep all of my scented wax that I'm using for the month. And I picked summer snow cones, blue raspberry snow cones, Mountain Dew, and fresh squeezed raspberry lemonade. So I'm just gonna take that off, cut it into little pieces, and put it in my wax warmers. And that's what my downstairs will smell like, and we are all good to go in the living room. Coming into the kitchen, it was bad in here. It smelled terrible. My disposal was stinking, and the countertops were so filthy I didn't even want to put stuff on them. This kitchen, it may not look that dirty, but rest assured, it was absolutely filthy. So I wanted to start my way just working on the surfaces, of course, first. And then I noticed the drawers had some gross stuff in them, drawers that I usually don't dig into. I just kind of reach in and pull stuff out of. And I was like, gosh, another thing to clean. But that's okay. And I think that's what saves me from doing a lot of deep cleaning, is that I just deep clean spaces as I notice a problem. So when I bought this house, the previous owner left it in a very sorry state. And I feel like I was having flashbacks opening this drawer and emptying it. And there was like hair and fuzz and paper and a screw down there. And I felt like I was having flashbacks to when I moved into the house. I mean, it was as if somebody just moved out. They did not clean anything. She didn't wipe the countertops. There were a few kitchen drawers that still had stuff in them. And she lived here for a long time, so it wasn't like nice, neat silverware. It was like rusted can openers and stuff. And oh my, you guys. If you are moving out of a house, please clean it. It is, I know it's not like an apartment where somebody will find you. Although what I found out afterwards through the trusty Google machine was that you can charge somebody a cleaning fee. Had I known that, like had my realtor told me that, I absolutely would have charged her a cleaning fee, because when I moved in, I felt so uncomfortable being in the house. I stayed in a hotel for another night. So I spent the day before cleaning out my house. I had moved everything into like a pod storage container, and I brought it to the new house and I set it in the driveway. The owner who was selling this house let me set it there. So I spent all day cleaning my house that I was selling. And I had already been cleaning as I was moving, like scrubbing. I tried to get the carpet as clean as I could, and I guess, yeah, literally as clean as I could. Countertops, every single drawer, the fridge, I cleaned the walls, I repainted scuff marks. I mean, baseboards, hands and knees. And I walked into this house and it smelled horrible. I don't know if when we did our walkthroughs, her living here was masking things like the odors, but it smelled like a cat hoarder had just moved out, and there was cat throw up on the carpet and cat piss, which, if you know, it's like a poisonous scent. You just cannot get it out. And I couldn't move my stuff into the kitchen. I didn't want to walk barefoot on the floors. Oh my God, it was so bad. And I didn't know people regularly left their house like this. But apparently they do. After talking to like friends and coworkers, they're like, yeah, the same thing happened to me. The same thing happened to me. And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell is wrong with people? Ugh. So, but had I known, I would have said, we're not closing until I get a cleaning fee. Even if it's $150, that would have bought me like 2 hours of cleaning. And I would have saved the hotel night that I stayed extra because I was so discouraged. I got the keys to the house and I came in and I cried. I sobbed. Oh, I felt embarrassed and alone and overwhelmed because I couldn't even put my stuff down. Oh, it was so bad. But that's kind of like, I got a glimpse of that when I went into the drawer. Even though I scrubbed every single drawer in this house, so the mess in there was absolutely mine. It just like really took me back. To clean the stovetop, I'm using 409, and to clean the countertops, which are quartz, I'm using the Wyman Quartz and Stone Cleaner. And I sprayed the 409 on the stove while I was doing the dishes so I would have time to break down that grease. And then, because I didn't feel like pulling the stove out and getting all the way behind it, I just took a butter knife and a Lysol wipe and I ran it around the edge of the stove to dislodge some of those crumbs and kick them back on the counter where I could just wipe them on the floor and take care of them. So I think I mentioned a while back in one of my videos that Cosori had a recall on their air fryers, and you were supposed to cut the cord, send them pictures of the front, the back, and that cord, and then you got to pick either a new air fryer or from a list of products on their website. And I was like, well, I can buy another air fryer from any brand, so I'm gonna try and get the most expensive product that I would never buy as a replacement. And there it is. I got the Cosori indoor grill, and I had wanted like a smokeless indoor grill. I personally think it's like an air fryer with a grill grate inside of it with like a George Foreman grill where you can switch out the plates. It has like griddle pans kind of in the bottom, and one of them it looks like a grill. So I kind of think that's what it is, but I'm very happy with it, and I can't believe they actually sent it. You hear about recalls, but yeah, it worked. On the countertop, when I removed those bagels, I noticed this nice purple stain on my quartz that was not coming up. That's the one thing about these white countertops, they stain. And there was some black soot on there from when I had trimmed a candle wick and then been careless with the soot. So here I'm just taking that soft scrub with bleach, and I'm just gonna put it on the 3 stains and use my finger to work it in. And I did have to revisit the stain twice, but I was able to get all of the purple out, and of course all the soot. The soot will usually come out. Sometimes a Lysol wipe will smear it instead of cleaning it, but that purple stain took a little bit of work. And that's why I usually keep all of my bread products in the fridge. I also think they last longer, which I don't know if I should be concerned that bagels last weeks in the fridge, but I just go with it. After being so sick the day before, everything in the fridge had to go. All those leftovers, I had some pasta salad, a chicken from Costco, all of it had to go. I don't know what made me sick. It could have been the heat, because I do really bad in heat, even though it was like 61 or 62 degrees. But I wasn't eating any of that stuff if it was already open. Are you guys like that too? Let me know. Once you get sick, that's it for all the food you've been eating. I decided to bust out my O-Cedar spin mop and my Lysol concentrate because these floors were in desperate need of a really good clean. And nothing hits quite like the spin mop. It just does what my Tinco can't do. If you're enjoying this video so far, I hope that you'll subscribe and watch some of my older videos. I think they're all pretty entertaining, and subscribing is free, and it really lets me know that you're enjoying my content and that I'm somebody that you'd like to make more content. So only if you really want to, you can thumbs up this video if you like it and then subscribe. I would love to have you. And here's an honest look at the after of my kitchen on a Sunday evening. After I mopped, I put a chicken in the oven, so those were the dishes from cutting up that chicken and then all the stuff I took out of the fridge. So it's not perfect, but I'm not afraid to set things down on the counter anymore. And then I wanted to just give you a little peek at my coffee bar because I don't have a lot of spring and summer decorations, but I do have this really cute mermaid blend Starbucks sign that I love so much. And then at this point, I really didn't want to do anything else. I was feeling worn down, but I'm like, you know, these sheets have to get done. I just told myself, you have to do it. I can have a really disgusting house. I cannot go to bed on Sunday night with dirty sheets. I need to be on death's door. And even then, I'd probably just sleep on the couch. So to disinfect the bed, I'm using the Febreze fabric antimicrobial spray. And this is one that does need to also sit for 5 minutes wet in order to disinfect the soft surfaces. So I was using on the front and back of all the pillows, and then my cloth headboard and the mattress protector. So I have this underbed storage. I got the 2 bins from Walmart and I keep a set of sheets under there. And I thought I was doing something, you guys. And then I remembered that I shrunk the fitted sheet. Did you know that sheets can shrink? I did not know until I shrunk them, and I got tired of lifting the mattress and forcing it on. So that meant I was up for at least 2 more hours because I went and put my sheets and blanket in the wash and I had to wait for it to come out, which means a longer cleaning video for you all because I couldn't go to bed anyway. I keep things in the bedroom pretty simple, very easy and clean and light, and I'm currently working on a bedroom makeover to change the walls and fix some holes, so stay tuned for that. To clean the table, I'm using the Method wood cleaner, and I think it only comes in 1 cent almond, and I really like this cleaner. I think it may replace Pledge for me. It has a really nice light scent that unfortunately doesn't linger. I know some of you will really like that, but I wish it lingered longer. It smells great. And while I had that microfiber cloth in my hand, I just went ahead and quickly did like a slightly damp dust of those bookshelves behind me. But I really like this daily wood cleaner. It has a nice strong sprayer and I really appreciate that. I planned a vacation coming up in the next month, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I will be setting sail somewhere really nice. Just a short little vacation to ease back into things. But because of the vacation, I've been trying to pick up little pieces of clothing and shoes and just refresh my wardrobe and find pieces that I'm comfortable in to take with me. So that's what I was doing there. I had a few little shopping purchases that I was finally putting away. And then I did a vacuum of the floor, and that was it for my front room. Lastly, we're going to come upstairs and tackle a little bit of laundry. I had some time to kill because my blanket was still in the dryer along with my sheets. So I was like, may as well be productive, because if I go and sit down on the couch, I'm gonna doze off and then I'm gonna be really grumpy when it's time to get up and take my shower and put the sheets on the bed. So I was like, let's just keep on moving. So I only had about 2 loads in the basket that I wanted to fold and get put away. And now I'm finally ending the night with some lavender eucalyptus pillow mist. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, and I hope to see you in my next one.